people. Well, hello, Sonia. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, it has been a crazy full day. So much, so much, so much. I hope everyone is doing well. We are working with the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. I just felt compelled to utilize this tarot, so we'll see what's up. Two cards again, y'all. My fumbling with my hands, my shuffling. Two cards fell to the ground, so I was like, let's just use these two cards again today. That's fine. I can read. Good morning, Nadia. Hello, Jade. Hello, Diane. Welcome. So let's get into this because I need to go see if I can get my tires changed before they close. Hopefully, they'll work me in. Ugh, yeah, don't get me started on that. Anywho. We have, if you want to see the cards, if you want to see the cards of the Oracle draw, you can check my Instagram out. And I have the cards up there. So the two cards that came forth, again, it's a long-winded name for the tarot deck, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. We have coming together and moving on. And so again, like always, feel free to share your thoughts, feel free to express yourself, feel free to, just have a conversation here with us. So the first card, coming together, key words, harmony, romance, healing, commitment. This is a card of partnership and harmony. It suggests a new romance or a deepening of an existing one. You may find that a current friendship blossoms into something more, or an exciting new love steps into your life. When this card appears, it often signifies taking love to the next level. Is it time for you to make a greater commitment to any of your relationships? Perhaps you'll find that a partner is now ready to commit more fully to the relationship. Marriage or a union of some kind may be on the horizon. This is also a card of healing, of people coming together in a spirit of love and forgiveness. Are you involved in any relationships where misunderstandings or disputes have placed distance between you? Perhaps it's time to bring harmony back to those relationships by calling a truce and starting over again. So, my take on the card is going to be slightly different. While I do agree with what is being expressed here, I also feel like it goes above and beyond like actual love, like partners, relationships right now. And I also feel like it's time for us to be very discerning. Like, if we can call a truce, but we don't have to build a relationship anymore. Like, I think that's important as well. It's like, what, we can lay to rest finally relationships that are toxic or relationships that aren't that great. It's like we don't have to keep and grow another relationship or build a strength in relationship with people who have shown true colors. Yes, I understand we are human, right? Yes, I understand we have issues. All of us have issues, and we all have our parts to play. And I understand that, and I actually I can even forgive that. I get it, but I don't have to. Like, I'm not ready, and I'm not willing to try to build a new relationship here. Does that make sense? And so I feel like that's what's popping up. It's like, what, we can come together, we can find healing, we can find a truth, but leave it at that. It is time to just let it be what it is and what it was. Like, we can have our closure. I feel like that's kind of the thing, especially with moving on coming after. I feel like it's a closure. I also feel like we need to apply that love to ourselves. Like, we really need to take some time to find out, what we really love about who we are, what we are, and appreciate ourselves, and do the things that we need to be doing to take care of ourselves. And sometimes that's like, all of the physical things. Like, we need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves appropriately and building harmony within our own lives, within our own like headspace, within our own dynamic, right? So it's very important that we start to build harmony with ourselves. Yes, it can relate to outside relationships. It can relate to how we integrate with other people, but most importantly, it's how we integrate and bring harmony into our own lives and into how we recognize and see ourselves. Okay, does that make sense? And so, With that being said, let's see what it blends with. It blends with the card moving on. And the key words are change, cycle, stagnation, authenticity. Change is a necessary part of the natural world. This is also true for relationships. As a person evolves, so must a relationship, or it will stagnate. This card is a reminder to examine your current relationships to see if they still feed your soul and help you grow. Are you staying in a relationship because it seems okay and there's no real reason to end it, but you feel like something is missing? Do your relationships have substance and bring you joy? Are you able to be your authentic self in your relationships? This card suggests that it may be time to walk away in some respect. This can be an actual ending of a relationship or simply taking a break to soul search. This is your time. Give yourself the space and permission to determine what you need and what you want, and then decide if it can be found in the current relationship as it exists now. If not, it may be that important time to make some essential changes. Okay, so what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? I like it because it's coming together. I feel like it's like this whole weeding process. We are going through massive amounts of change right now, and we're recognizing what is true and what is important for each and every one of us. We're recognizing what we value, what is our priority, and what is not. And we recognize as well that certain things that we held value in, certain things we held space for, and they're very superficial to us now, to who we are now. And those relationships, those superficial relationships, just they don't belong with us anymore. They don't resonate. And so sometimes it is an ending of a relationship, but at other times it's just like a pulling away. Okay, it's a pulling away. It's a disconnecting or detaching or distancing. You're not necessarily saying I am done with this relationship. It's more of like I'm not going to invest my time here. Does that make sense? I'm not going to make sure to make a priority to spend time in this space. I am actually going to take more time for myself and other things that are important to me more so, and I'm going to limit my exposure, limit my time in these situations. Okay, so I like that. And I also like it because we have this Six of Swords reverse that comes up today for our afternoon, evening contemplation. So look at the card. What does it say to you? How does it make you feel? And we recognize already, like swords are very cunty. They're very blunt. They're very harsh. It's just harsh weather. The swords are sometimes they're necessary, true, right? Necessary, but harsh. It's harsh realizations. And so with the swords, the Six of Swords especially, we have this sort of like loss or this feeling of loss, this moving away, like being forced in a position to move away from something. The reversal, where you realize we're dealing with past issues, so past stuff. And so right now, what we have to contemplate, thoughts and words, yes, absolutely, thoughts and words. What right now, what we have to think about and speak about, express, is our connection to the past that we kind of just need to let go of. Like, is what what relationships are we still holding on to? Friendships, intimate relationships, relationships with family members. What are we holding on to that we just need to let go of? Like, maybe someone offended us. Maybe we offended someone else. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. If it's in the past, right now, we recognize like we are allowing ourselves to be stagnant because we are holding back onto words and things that people express to us, or unsaid things from our space, right? Things that we were not able to say or we did not say in a time that hurt us. It reminds me a lot like when someone says something to you and you want to say something but you don't, and then it's like okay, 2 years have passed, and every time you see someone you want to say something, but now it's like it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. So some of the things sometimes we have to have those conversations, but right now with this, I feel like it's more so expressing that let's just let it go. Like they did this, and we did not choose to call them out in that moment, or even a little longer, a little while after. It has been quite some time, and so let me just. I'm choosing for my sanity, for my health, for my wellness to move on. So I'm going to say, you know what? Thanks for the lesson. Thanks for this experience. I'm moving on. Breakups because of what's going on, just move on. Yeah, and know that we can. I think that's, I love your blue hair, it's so cute. Just know that we can move on, and it is in our power, it is in our ability to move on. We are right now choosing to move into our past and focus on that. So when we are ready, we recognize we are the one steering, we are the one in control. So it is time to move forward, letting go of past hurt that doesn't serve us anymore. Exactly. And that's kind of why I titled this, like, understanding heart hurt. I think it's really important right now for us to understand our heart hurt. So take some time to ground yourself and focus on your breathing, and place a little mini you, like a mini you, inside your heart, and just stay there and sit with it and meditate with it and feel what you feel. Like, what heart hurt, what pain am I holding on to right now? What am I going through that needs awareness, that needs to, we need to come together to find a truth, sometimes not with other people, but with our own heart space, with our own, our own self. Like, you know what? Yes, we've been through this. We've gone through some shit. We've It's heavy. It doesn't always feel good. But you know what? I don't want to hold on to this forever. I don't want to be activated by this every day or anytime in the future. So I am going to say, thank you for the lesson. Thank you for this experience. It sucked, but I'm grateful because I am now a different person because of it. And I am choosing to be a different person because of it. It is in my control. All right. And so we're done. There's a truce here. Moving on. Does that make sense? uh, so I like it. So sometimes, again, coming together doesn't even require the other person or other parties involved. It requires us to have that conversation with ourselves. It requires us to understand we are healing our past. We absolutely are. People say you can't change your past, and that's kind of inaccurate. Like, we can change our past by changing how we look at it from this point forward. Does that make sense? So we are in a process of healing. We are in a process of shifting and changing. And so that's what we're doing right now. That is absolutely what we're doing. And given the opportunity, it is time to make truce with ourselves, maybe with how we behaved, what we said or what we didn't say in regards to our past. So no longer allow it to manifest in our present, to set our future up for whatever it is. Now it's time to focus on moving on, moving away from it, not running away, because now we've accepted our part. We've accepted where we are, and now we get to move forward in a new space, and with better energy, because we've come together, found that truth, brought harmony into our space, and now we're better for it. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Right? I hope that makes sense for you. I That's good. I mean, that's really good. I think that's a great place to stop today. Just a little tidbit, a little inspiration, something to contemplate and meditate with as we progress the rest of our day, evening, morning, whatever time zone you're in, or whenever you're watching this. I thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up and participating. That means a lot to me. I love doing this. I love being able to share this with you. So thank you for allowing me that space to do so. If you want to know how to support this adventure, you can check out the link in the description. There are various ways to show and express your support. All of it is appreciated. You engaging here, you being here helps so much. It really does. So thank you again. I am going to go now. I'm going to go try and get my new tires, right? So wish me luck. Thank you. And I will talk to you tomorrow morning. What is it? It's Wednesday. So yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. All right. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, whatever. Have fun and be blessed.